Yo, how's it going, everyone? And welcome to another episode of WTT. I actually don't know how echoey this room is gonna be, but this is my first time recording from my new office that you probably seen in the last video. So, Krusty Bun Cup. Last time around, we had a team tournament. This time, it's the very next day for the singles. I know I had two tournaments recorded in a row, but it's been a month since the last Road to WTT video. My apologies about this one, but it is what it is. I've been very busy with work, so we do what we can over here. So my semi-final game was against, oh my god, I don't even remember. There are two sisters in Manitoba, Alexis and Victoria. I believe this is Victoria. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but I'll leave their Instagram links down below because they're very talented girls and they also post their journeys in table tennis. And I was fortunate enough to play against them because they're very good. And I'll spoil the game right now because I won 3-0, but it wasn't the easy game at all, even though the first game looks like it, but the game was pretty hard. So, Krusty Bun Cup, right? From the last episode, you see me, I beat Matthew in the final, and then I beat Jason Louie in the final because as a part of our team event. But the very same day and the very next day, I felt like very not good physically because I did make a lot of progress in terms of physically being able to handle probably 1 day of tournament, but 2 day of tournaments is a different story. Like I'm very sore, my knees are very sore from playing a very tough game against Matthew and then Jason. So it's been very tough. And I remember from the last episode that you've seen, like after those games we went to dinner and I couldn't even talk. I was that much gassed. I was tired. It was crazy. So for me to come out the next day and push myself harder than ever in the last whatever years I played like table tennis, and like last year or so that you've seen me play on this channel, to push myself like that was a pretty great sign for me. So I understand now that I can do 2 days in a row of a tournament, and I am getting much better physically because I can do that type of stuff. As you can see me, even though I'm on like I put icy hot everywhere. I maybe had I had a painkiller in my system, but I still move pretty great, which is awesome. And it's not the best of my ability, and it's going to be a great point right here. It's not the best of my ability yet, and I think I can be much better than that. But if you see from the very first episode of Road to WTT, I made crazy progress, which is I'm very proud of that as well. But yeah, it's 2-0 against Victoria. I hope that's Victoria. And second game was pretty tough, even though I managed to pull through. Third game, we're gonna start tough as well, and it's experience working in my favorite, I guess, because like playing against. I feel like she was a little bit faster than me in terms of being on the table. Maybe I was a little bit had a little bit more quality, of course, but. I'm just very happy to see that Canada has their own players who are very good and they develop, and I would love to be a part of that development for this country and to provide my services not only in playing but also in training and sparring different kinds of people. So hey, I'm locked into Canadian table tennis, if you want to say, especially in those provinces that don't have as much. Like it's not Ontario or Quebec. I'm more of a Winnipeg, like Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta type coach, I guess, for now. But we're almost done with this game, and the reason why you came over for this episode is me playing Matthew again. And we did play a day before, and we knew we were gonna meet in the final because, fortunately for me, I guess, because I didn't have to exert much energy up until the final. Like my teammates Terry and Steven, they didn't show up for the singles tournament. Jason had to go back to Alberta, so he didn't stay for that tournament. So it was basically me and Matthew, and then Victoria and Alexis, who met us in the semifinal. And to the singles final we go. Matthew I could see it in his eyes that he was about that life. He was like, yes, I'm coming out here. I'm finally beating this guy, and you could from the get go, I could feel that, and um, I felt like it's time Matthew finally beats me, and you can see the start from him was absolutely crazy. 5-0 to start, and I was on a back foot from the start basically, and Matthew, I believe, played much better game than he played me in teams event. So hats off to him. But he also knew that um, he's leaving to go to Europe because he's going to be playing, I believe, Austrian Bundesliga or German Bundesliga. I don't remember which one 100%. But my congratulations to him. He deserves it. He deserves to go there. I think he's going to go there for like half a year to practice and play for the team there. Which congratulations to him. That's so awesome, and I wish him nothing but success. He has been a very tough opponent here, and maybe in 6 months when he comes back, as you can see, he's absolutely on fire this first game. And when he comes back, hopefully we can play again, and I hope to get my victory again. But back to the game. First game is totally for Matthew, and after game one, I was like, okay, we need somehow to turn this around because he's putting a lot of pressure on me, and the last episode, if you check it out, my forehand was missing quite a lot, and my backhand kind of saved me. This day, for some reason, I was missing a lot of my backhands, and then my forehand was much better, which kind of balances all out at the end. As you can see, I'm a little bit looser with my hand on my forehand this time, and got lucky right there. Yeah, I'm a little bit looser with my forehand, which is pretty great. And I was 4-1 down, I believe. And this is just like the story of every single game. Like we played two very similar matches in terms of first game to Matthew, then he has a lead in the second game, and then same here. He had a good start to the second game, but I somehow pulled through, and it's 8-6 currently. So I remember one of the second game that I played against him. I did told you about all the tactical stuff I did against him. Well, the tactics don't change here much. It's just we feel like we played so much recently, like 4 times in the last couple of months, that it comes to a point where there's nothing you can surprise each other with. Well, I did. There were a couple of shots that I rarely use against him, which gonna help me in, for some element of surprise. But it's getting to a point where it just becomes table tennis of who just more consistent, who has a better day, who puts more quality, who moves better, who wants it more. It's that kind of game at this point, and as I was praising my forehand, I'm missing a couple of here, but as you can see, Matthew just so aggressive coming out of the gate, which I respected a lot. That's probably his way of beating me, most likely. Great backhand over there. And I do struggle with people who are more aggressive, which is why I probably had to thank you a couple of times, because I felt like his game just suits me really well. But yeah, this game is totally his game, right? So I couldn't even do anything. It's even though it's 9-5, it's I was playing it more as, let's just take this game off, save some energy, and just hope to get game 4 from there. So game 4 started off. I don't remember. It's been a month. I don't even remember how this game went exactly. I just know the ending. But I again didn't start well. Didn't start off too well. But there were one crucial point, which I believe swung the game really well. Oh my God! What a shot by Matthew! I didn't even expect it to be made right there. But there was one shot that I made, and I was like, okay, if I made this, there's no way I'm losing this game. It's 3-3, very solid. I was doing very solid work on more of a intermediate game instead of like these points and attacking points were more of a Matthews kind of thing. But I believe I did a very good job on like the little things, like the serves, the short game, the in-between game. This was my advantage kind of thing. And I believe this point that I won right here is just the thing that changes everything, because absolutely smack it with my backhand, smack it in the corner, and I was like, I had to chole from the top of my lungs, and I was like, that's the type of point that you win, and you immediately think like, okay, this is just my game. There's no way I'm losing, even though the game's not going well for me. I knew it, but there's some little points in points in the game where you're just like, you just know. And that's how I felt, even though I was down pretty big in this game, and there was nothing in my mind telling me that you're gonna lose or something. I just felt confident throughout, and I'll let you know a couple of moments in the final game that I was like, it looked like it was over, but I just felt super confident, and I don't even know what that was. I just kept playing, I kept smiling, and you're gonna see me. I was like, we're just gonna see the game, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. 2-2, great start to the middle. Right there, Matthew makes a mistake. I was trying to lean in with my forehand flicks as much as I can, but then use my backhand flicks for a little element of surprise. But start off very, very tight game right now. And as you can see, my backhand, I was very careful with my first backhand loop. But 5-3 with turning point, 5-3 with the lead. Same as I believe last episode. Missed this forehand flick from here, and I believe after this point I was more leaning towards we either do a forehand topspin or we're gonna go back and flip from that serve from now on. We lose that point at 5-6. I was like, okay, we lost 3 points in a row. It's time for a timeout. It is time. We come back after timeout with a very important point right here. I start looping, and then I make this very stupid mistake, and I couldn't believe that I made it. It was just I was just trying to play it so much in the corner that I couldn't even believe it. As you can see, I was just smiling. I was like, what the hell was that? So 7-6 we go. I stopped forehand flicking at all because I just thought it was not the time anymore. And 6-9, as you can see, I'm just thinking about it. I just got a flow state, and I wasn't even thinking about it. So I won this point, and I was already started smiling. There was people sitting behind me, and I was winking at them, and I was like, hey, I got this. Don't worry about it. As you can see, I'm not flicking anymore. I'm looping. I'm waiting for the ball. I'm waiting for everything. It's 9-8 for Matthew. His serve again. As you can see, back and flip, and you can see from my face expressions, I'm like, I got him. I got him. We got this one. 9-9, and I felt super comfortable. I wasn't even nervous. I felt super comfortable going into this 9-9. I was like, hey, it is what it is, but I feel very comfortable about winning this one. Matthew wins it at 9-9. Great point. But I do come back with another one. That was a great movement and a great forehand to just curl it into his middle. Again, I felt super comfortable with going on my backhand and just flicking his serve because I don't believe it was a lot of spin. And luckily for me, Matthew doesn't receive that serve. I win 12-10. Second game in a row that I win 2-2 to 12-10 from being down 10-9 in the final game. What an absolute legend Matthew is. The most, this opponent is very tough for me. I'm glad I can show you some of the moments with him because it's been very awesome to play. Well, that's it on this episode of Road to WTT. I'm going to be rolling back, coming back and making some more videos for you guys. There's a couple more stuff that I want to go through from the business side of things. Expect those on the channel very soon. And we have Paris Olympics coming soon, so I'll try to react to those as much as I can as well. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.